The secret's out. Pentagon unveils its newest stealth bomber. One of the largest defense contractors in the U.S., Northrop Grumman on Friday, December 2, 2022 introduced the latest B-21 Raider stealth strategic bomber. This event was broadcast on the manufacturer's website. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin unveiled the new B-21 Raider at Northrop Grumman's California plant and giving the public its first look at the Pentagon's first new bomber in over 3 decades. The B-21 Raider is one of 3 Pentagon efforts to modernize the nuclear triad. Its other 2 components are silo-based nuclear ballistic missiles and submarine warheads. In its annual China report, the Pentagon said China will have 1,500 nuclear weapons by 2035, and its successes in hypersonic missiles, cyber warfare, space exploration and other fields represent the most significant and systemic challenge to U.S. national security and to a free and open international system. The debut of the super-secret bomber comes as the Defense Department intensifies its focus on China as a potential adversary. DoD released a new study showing Beijing's dramatic expansion of its nuclear capabilities, and the new National Defense Strategy names China as the Pentagon's primary challenge. America's defense will always be rooted in deterring conflict. So, America making it plain to any potential foe, the risks and costs of aggression far outweigh any conceivable gains. Hotly contested competition. The B-21 has been shrouded in secrecy since the Air Force chose Northrop over Boeing to build the plane in a hotly contested competition in 2015. Unlike other classified programs, the Pentagon openly acknowledges the new bomber's existence, but that's about it. The Air Force has kept most information about the plane a secret so that potential adversaries such as China and Russia cannot steal its design or develop ways to shoot it down. What the public does know is that the B-21 is built with a new generation of stealth technology designed to evade the most sophisticated radars. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin touted the fact that 50 years of advances in low observable technology have gone into this aircraft. Even the most sophisticated air defense systems will struggle to detect a B-21 in the sky. Other innovations include improved materials and coatings to make it even more invisible and new ways to control electromagnetic radiation, with which the B-21 Raider can deceive enemy radars and disguise itself as other objects. And finally, new engines. According to Northrop, the bomber is designed to penetrate enemy air defenses and reach targets anywhere in the world, something only about 10% of the current bomber force can do. B-21 is more efficient than any other long-range bomber in the world, noting that it won't need to be based in theater, and it won't need logistical support to hold any target at risk. Having a capability like this is important for deterrence and for being able, if we need, to prevail in conflict. Although the plane looks like a B-2 on the outside, that resemblance completely disappears on the inside, talking about completely new computing capabilities of the systems installed on board and advanced software. Rapid development. There are currently 6 B-21 Raiders in production. The Air Force plans to build 100 aircraft that can carry both conventional and nuclear bombs, both with and without a crew. Both the Air Force and Northrop also point to the relatively rapid development of the Raider project, with only 7 years from the conclusion of the contract to today's debut. This will be particularly important if the U.S. gets into a conflict with China, which has dramatically expanded its military capabilities over the past decade. For example, if China decides to invade Taiwan, a scenario the Pentagon estimates could happen by 2027, the B-21 would be able to respond on short notice. The B-21 is the China deterrence bomber. The Air Force plans to buy at least 100 B-21s to replace its fleet of B-1 and B-2 stealth bombers, with the first aircraft deliveries expected in the mid-2020s. The B-21 Raider will be able to reach anywhere in the world, carry nuclear and non-nuclear weapons and overcome the most advanced air defense systems thanks to advanced stealth technology. At the same time, it is expected that in the future, unmanned modifications of such a model will also be presented to the world. The B-21 has been designed with an open architecture, allowing the Air Force to swap out older systems more easily for new technologies. This approach was adopted to help prevent the bomber, which was initially designed almost a decade ago, from becoming obsolete amid rapid technological advances. In addition to the one presented, 5 more bombers of this type are at various stages of production. It is planned to lift this machine into the air in 2023. The military is talking about plans to acquire at least 100 of these aircraft. The Pentagon has set aside over $19 billion for the B-21 program between 2023 and 2027. Unlike many recent military aircraft programs, most famously the controversial F-35 fighter jet, the new bomber has stayed on cost and on schedule. The Air Force has set a $500 million ceiling for the unit cost in 2010. In 2019, Northrop said the Air Force's target cost would be just over $600 million, accounting for inflation. Over the next few months, the B-21 will undergo additional testing to make sure it is ready for its first flight, which Northrop has said it will likely occur in 2023. Interestingly, the B-21 Raider will also need new hangars to match the size and complexity of the bomber. 10 Key Facts. Here are 10 key facts about the Northrop Grumman's B-21 Raider. 1. 6th generation. The B-21 Raider benefits from more than 3 decades of strike and stealth technology. It is the next evolution of the Air Force strategic bomber fleet. Developed with the next generation of stealth technology, advanced networking capabilities and an open systems architecture, the B-21 is optimized for the high-end threat environment. It will play a critical role in helping the Air Force meet its most complex missions. 2. Stealth. Northrop Grumman is continuously advancing technology, employing new manufacturing techniques and materials to ensure the B-21 will defeat the anti-access, area denial systems it will face. 3. Backbone of the fleet. The B-21 Raider forms the backbone of the future for U.S. air power. The B-21 will deliver a new era of capability and flexibility through advanced integration of data, sensors and weapons. Capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear payloads, the B-21 will be one of the most effective aircraft in the sky, with the ability to use a broad mix of standoff and direct attack munitions. 4. A digital bomber. The B-21 is a digital bomber. Northrop Grumman uses agile software development, advanced manufacturing techniques and digital engineering tools to help mitigate production risk on the B-21 program and enable modern sustainment practices. 6 B-21 Raiders are in various stages of final assembly and test at Northrop Grumman's plant in Palmdale, California. 5. Cloud technology. Northrop Grumman and the Air Force successfully demonstrated the migration of B-21 ground systems data to a cloud environment. This demonstration included the development, deployment and test of B-21 data, including the B-21 digital twin, that will support B-21 operations and sustainment. This robust, cloud-based digital infrastructure will result in a more maintainable and sustainable aircraft with lower cost infrastructure. 6. Open architecture. To meet the evolving threat environment, the B-21 has been designed from day one for rapid upgradability. Unlike earlier generation aircraft, the B-21 will not undergo block upgrades. New technology, capabilities and weapons will be seamlessly incorporated through agile software upgrades and built-in hardware flexibility. This will ensure the B-21 Raider can continuously meet the evolving threat head-on for decades to come. 7. A national team. Since the contract award in 2015, Northrop Grumman has assembled a nationwide team to design, test and build the world's most advanced strike aircraft. The B-21 team includes more than 8,000 people from Northrop Grumman, industry partners and the Air Force. The team consists of more than 400 suppliers across 40 states. 8. Sustainment. Long-term operations and sustainment affordability has been a B-21 program priority from the start. In partnership with the Air Force, our team has made maintainability an equally important requirement to stealth performance to ensure we're driving more affordable, predictable operations and sustainment outcomes. 9. Global reach. The B-21 Raider is pivotal to supporting U.S. strategic deterrence strategy. In addition to its advanced long-range precision strike capabilities that will afford combatant commanders the ability to hold any target, anywhere in the world at risk, it has also been designed as the lead component of a larger family of systems that will deliver intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, electronic attack and multi-domain networking capabilities. In a dynamic global security environment, the B-21 will provide the flexibility and deterrence critical to the security of the U.S. and our allies. 10. Raider. The B-21 Raider is named in honor of the Doolittle raid of World War II when 80 airmen, led by Lieutenant Colonel James Jimmy Doolittle, and 16 B-25 Mitchell medium bombers set off on a mission that changed the course of World War II. The actions of these 80 volunteers were instrumental in shifting momentum in the Pacific theater. This marked the raid as a catalyst to a multitude of future progress in U.S. air superiority from land or sea. The courageous spirit of the Doolittle Raiders is the inspiration behind the name of the B-21 Raider.